Welcome to Brabantse Design, MCAD and Product Design. I'm Roderick Jackson. We're going to be using Creo Parametric 4.0, and we're going to design, using a photo, a African tribal spear. Let's get started. I'm going to make a new part. I don't want the default template. I want this to be in inches. Go ahead and show the building plane. And a minute two will already get sketched here. And I want to draw a circle. And this circle is going to be a diameter of 0.3. This is the size of this screw that's holding the arrow to the photo. And then we're going to go to view. And we're going to go to model display images. And then we're going to import an image and we're going to place it here. It's called here. Okay, so now we need to get this screw head the size of this circle. So let me zoom this out. That looks like it could be getting close. About the right size. Now I'm going to rotate this so we can center this up a little bit, because you don't really need to have it aligned to the circle or anything. Let's rotate it just a little bit more. I think that's about centered to where we want it to be. And click OK. Set that. And this will get us close to what the reality of the size of this here is. And I'm going to hide that sketch right now. All right, so then we're going to go to model. We're going to create a freestyle feature. We're going to use the open primitive number 2 for a circle. All right, and we're going to scale this. And you can go ahead and make this into a point. Take it off the scale. And here we'll go in and take the crease down to a point. I can actually do that. Let's move the crease down to about here. Okay. And I'm going to pick all of that. And then we're going to move that stuff up. And move this stuff up. All right, so now here we're kind of close to what we want. And I want to control my control curve to be from this side as a mirror. So I'm going to pick this surface and this surface, pick mirror, and I'm going to pick this center datum plane. And now you can see my control curves are on this side, and whatever I do here will happen on that side. So grab this, and you can move this in. You can move this in. Come up with the general shape here. Can't get the exact shape because this thing is hanging at an angle on this nail. It's kind of a compound angle actually, but we're going to get as close as we can. And I'm going to go ahead here and add an edge because I want to be able to have a little bit more control down here. And just added that edge. Now I can bring this up some more. I can move this in. And yeah, that looks kind of close to what I want to see here. So that looks good. And now I'm going to here and here. I want to raise the center of this thing up like that. So, okay, and that looks pretty good. So now I'm gonna left click, go here and just select. And now I want to align that to this point. And as you can see, I still have a raised feature in the center, which is what I want. All right, I'm going to go ahead and accept that. Now I'm going to go ahead, back to view, enter this. I'm going to hide this for the moment because I want to do some work here. And let's click OK. And I want to take this feature and I want to offset it. Now I'm in the toolbar here. And I only want to offset it 15,000. I want it in the opposite direction. All right. As you can see, the offset's done. Okay. And I'm going to hide the freestyle. Now, in order to create the other half, I want to take the offset. You have to go to the offset feature itself. Offset, mirror the offset. And I'm going to click this mirror plane and accept. This should be here. All right, now that's hidden. So now you can see there's a gap between the two surfaces. I need to fill those gaps in. So what I'm going to do is go to the model, boundary blend, and make a surface between the two. From this intent edge, which is what I want. Hold the control key, pick the next one. Click from this intent edge. It's okay. And as you can see, that orange looking surface there. I'm going to click OK. Now I want to merge these together. So I'm going to pick that one, control, click that one, merge, and I'm going to add this surface on the back. And now I can solidify this, and now we have a solid right after this. All right, now I want to be able to put a sharp edge on this blade. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to pick that plane, which is the center of those two. And I'm going to control click till I get the whole solid, hit intersect. And now you can see I have a blue curve going all the way around. And so what I want to do is I want to create a cut on one side as a sweep and then mirror that to the other side. So let's do that. So we're going to do sweep here and click shift, select here. And that gives me that edge, and I'm going to do a sketch. As you can see, Creo oriented me to the sketch that I want. I'm only going to sketch half of this and mirror it so I can get a nice cut, same on both sides. So let's create a line here. And I want this to be 15 degrees. Yeah. Let's make it 20. 20 degrees. And now I'm going to pick all of this. And I want to mirror that across this. Okay. So now, as you can see, I want to change that to a cut. And you can see that how this cut varies as it goes along. That's because of the way the surface was created, but for me, it's just fine. Someone grinding this out on an arrow probably wouldn't do this, but I think it's actually quite nice aesthetic. So I'm going to say okay. And now I'm going to take that and mirror across this plane. All right. So now, there we have it. You have the beginnings of the arrow. Now I'm going to go back to view. And I want to go to images. I want to bring that image back up and click OK. So now I want to go and I want to create a little connection feature here. And I don't know exactly what that looks like, but I'm just going to create something that I think would be okay. But I believe first, well, let's just do it, see what happens. So I have this plane. This plane is actually right about where I would like it to be. But I think I'm gonna just go ahead and create another plane. I'll sit a little bit farther in, and that's where I'm gonna do my sketch on that plane. And I'm gonna use an ellipse. Yeah, I think that'll work. And we'll accept that, extrude that, ellipse. And I'm gonna extrude this ellipse with an angle for a paper. And you can control that back here by dragging this in and out. Right now we're at 5 degrees. I'm gonna go 4 degrees, 4.5 degrees. And then we'll drag this back just a little bit to keep it from, there we go. All right, so now I have a connection there. And let's just see how a round would behave here. This sharp edge might give us some issues. And in reality, if someone was sharpening this, they would never be able to get around to this edge here anyway. They would probably stop somewhere along here. But let's just see out of curiosity what a round looks like here. Won't even transition through the edge of that piece there. Um, I do want to pass it. Yeah. So let's bring this in a little bit. Let's adjust that and see if we can maybe fix a little bit on that. In reality, you just change the size of the sketch. Let's make that 29. And just go back to the extrude, edit that, that until it's or maybe you still have to change the angle a little bit. Go to 4.25. That looks good. Now let's try that round again. Not very good. I'm gonna get rid of it. that is not what I'm hoping to see. That's not what I want. So I think I'll just throw in something like that. I think it would probably be more like this. Hmm. Go and hide this again. All right, and let's hide the planes here. Let's go and create points. I want a point here. It's okay. And I want a point here. All right, and let's do those points. Still point. There. And let's do down. And yeah, we'll use transition. We'll go up here and pick this first transition. And we want to use stop at reference. And the reference will be the point that we created here. So that looks okay. And we'll do the same thing on the other side. We're going to go and create round. And we're going to fix this here. And then transitions. And we go and pick the first transition here. And we want to use stop at reference. And then pick that one. Okay. All right, that looks good. So now let's see what this file looks like aesthetically. Okay. That, okay. And let's see what will happen if we round between this surface and that surface. Drag it out, see how big it can get. 0.25 seems to be the limit. And let's do the same thing on the other side. 0.25. And just for the sake of the sharp corners here, let's drive around here. Drag that in. Point. Let's do it. Now, this is actually something you could cast close to what it is and sharpen it later if you need to. Let's go here. Down. 0.13. Nice. All right, there we go. So we got pretty much most of the area built here. And I'm going to go back to view, images, unhide that. We're going to make this piece here. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to bring the datum plane back. I'm going to sketch on this surface. Sketch here on that plane. And I'm gonna sketch, this kind of looks like an oval, so I'm gonna go ahead and make it an oval. Accept that, okay? And we'll do a sweep on that curve, sketch our profile. And you can do some nice things with this profile. I'm just gonna go ahead and do this. And I want this to be big enough that I can put rounds on it. So actually, I'm gonna push this back a little further so I don't run into those corners, which is probably gonna give us a problem. Okay, it's okay. And I'm gonna go ahead and hide the planes real quick in this point. I also want to hide this. Yeah, see it. And I really no longer need that sketch, so I'm gonna go here, introduce hide, and now I'm gonna accept that. Go back to model, and we're gonna do some rounds again. Put a round here. And let's see how far we can pull it out before it starts to fail. Yeah, so it seems like I thought. I thought that once I got close to that edge up here, um, that's what was gonna happen. Oh, and I see it this time maybe like I don't know why we did that. Uh, but let's just accept this for now. We'll go back to this round. That round, and it was 0.25. I'm gonna go in and delete the set. Two breakfasts. Five. And just continuity in the surface around. It should be the same. Good job. All right, that's good. Generate. Not even that up. So now they look the same on both sides. And I actually kind of like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and here I'm going to create a feature that actually connects like a post to this, as if you were going to throw the arrow. So I'm going to sketch on that plane again. Let's bring the plane back. And I want to sketch here. There we go. And I'll do a center line here. And I'm going to make this kind of a little bit different than the connection I saw because I saw some issues with this. So I'm going to create an arc. Go down further than that. Here. Okay, create an arc. I want that to be dark a lot. We'll dimension this diameter dimension. So you want the diameter here to be 5. We want this to be perpendicular to center line. We're gonna actually put it here. Oh, but this guy here, we're gonna make it just a 40 inches long. Do that. We just find the position of this. So go back to dimensions here, there, there, there. So click OK, and we're gonna do a revolve on that. Nice. Set that, and then we're gonna put it around here. Nice. So then maybe you want to put some details or some features on your arrow that makes it look really cool, like some text or something like that. And, let's go back and unhide the freestyle surface. And as I can see, the surface is really, this is the side I want to do that stuff to. I could do it on both sides, but for these purposes, I'm just going to do it on one side. So I'm going to create another plane. So let's bring those back. I'm going to create an offset plane here. And this is in the right direction. Yes, it is. And I'm going to sketch on this plane in text. Do that. Which gives us the right side of position. And so all right, so that looks real good, and it's actually came up the right way I wanted it to come up. And let's click OK for that. We're gonna take this and move it around. Point 38. All right, that looks pretty good to me. I click OK, and I want to extrude that. Now flip it. We have a direction. We want it to make a cut, but we only want it to cut up until that surface. You can see the interference of those surfaces are 1-to-1 now. And I'm going to go ahead and hide these freestyle surfaces again. And You could go through and put some detailing on this or on this. You can put all kinds of writing on here. But for the purposes of this particular section, I'm going to leave it like it is. And just change the color of it. Going to go to view, appearances. The whole part. Okay. And let's turn on the scene and background. Let's go to shading with reflection. And let's see if we can grab a default scene or something for it. Go back to scene. Let's see. So I'm pretty sure I put that shading with reflection. Have the perspective on. Go back to scene. Save. Really cranking on the graphics here. All right. Trying to get it at a good angle for a picture here. Let's get it. What to do? I like that. Very nice. Okay, there we have it. An African sphere created from an image using under modeling what we call freestyle and the combination of some other regular modeling pieces. I hope you like this video and I hope you enjoyed it. If you like it, please subscribe, give it a thumbs up, and look for more videos later. Roderick Jackson, thank you.